So hi guys, welcome back to the Women's Big Bash League. Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to the Women's Big Bash League 2025. It is match number 6, and today's match is between the Brisbane Heat women and the Perth Scorchers women, and it is happening at the Allan Border Field Stadium in Brisbane. Brisbane Heat women have won the toss and elected to bowl first, and the second over is going on now. Lucy Hamilton has bowled 2 deliveries and conceded 3 runs. Beth Mooney is on strike. She has hit 2 boundaries in this innings already in the first over. The third ball of the over coming up from Lucy Hamilton. And that's a full delivery driven through the covers. Beautiful drive from Beth Mooney, and that'll race away for 4 as well. So picks up her third boundary here, 2 full, asking to be driven, and that Beth Mooney puts it away for 4 quite easily. The 3 more deliveries left in this over. Beth Mooney and Catty Mack opening the batting for Perth Scorchers. Ooh, that just beats the outside edge. Mooney looking to drive again, not able to make connection. And another dot ball from Lucy Hamilton. The Perth Scorchers women got bowled out for 109 runs against the Sydney Sixers women in their first match, and they lost one-sidedly. They lost that match by 10 wickets. So Perth Scorchers will be looking to bounce back. So will Brisbane Heat as well, because Brisbane Heat also lost their first match. That's driven again through the offside, and that'll run away for 4 as well. Beth Mooney is looking really good. Second boundary in this over. Moves to 16 from just 10 balls. Once again, Lucy Hamilton over pitching and paying the price for it. Last ball of the over is flicked away by Mooney. Maybe gone off the pads. I think it will be 1 leg byes, or will it be off the bat? It is leg byes signalled by the umpire. So 1 leg byes to finish the over. Mooney will keep the strike nevertheless. So 9 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women are 20 without loss after 2 overs. Nine runs in the bowling figures, 12 runs. 12 runs came from that over, because some extras don't count in the bowlers' figures. 12 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women are 20 without loss after 2 overs. So Grace Harris is the new bowler into the attack now for Brisbane Heat women. She'll be bowling the 3rd over of this innings. And that's well bowled, defended by Mooney. A dot ball to start the over. Grace Harris coming over the wicket to Mooney. Ooh, and Mooney looks to go for the sweep. Extra bounce for Grace Harris, and another dot ball. Well, what has happened there? Maybe a concussion check, because there was extra bounce in that. Or did she get hit on the helmet? So third ball of the over coming up. Beth Mooney on strike. That's tossed up again, flicked away by Beth Mooney towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Catty Mack is back on strike. The 4 boundaries have been scored in this innings so far, 9 dot balls in this innings. That's a flatter ball, it's driven again straight to point. And another single for Catty Mack. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's tossed up again. It's flicked away by Mooney past mid wicket and will pick up another couple of runs. Mooney moves to 19 from 15 balls. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. And that's a flatter delivery. It's flicked away by Mooney towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women are 25 without loss after 3 overs. So Chinel Hendry is the new bowler into the attack now for Brisbane Heat. Beth Mooney is on strike. Hendry coming over the wicket. That's a full delivery, driven through the covers beautifully again, finds the gap. Will that race away for 4? It does. No chance for the field red covers. And another boundary here for Mooney. Continues to find the boundaries for Perth Scorchers. He has hit all the 5 boundaries in this innings so far as Beth Mooney. 5th boundary in this innings. 5th boundary for Beth Mooney. And what a welcome to the crease for Chinel Hendry. And this time it's on the pads, flicked away by Mooney towards square leg and picks up another single. Again, back of the length, flicked away again by Catty Mack towards Jemima Rodriguez at mid wicket, and another dot ball. Well, that's pulled in the air. Oh, Lance West well short of mid wicket there. Jemima Rodriguez, normally a really good fielder actually. We have seen in the World Cup as well, but couldn't get to it. Lance short of her, and the Catty Mack picks up another single. It was a completely mistimed shot. It was a completely mistimed shot from Catty Mack there. Very lucky for the ball to land short of that fielder. But nevertheless, another single. Beth Mooney is back on strike. And that's full and wide. You cannot bowl there to Beth Mooney. She will always find the gap. Picks up another boundary here. 6th boundary for Beth Mooney in this innings. Moves to 29 now from 19 balls. Dealing in boundaries is Beth Mooney. Last ball of the over. And I think that should be a wide down the leg side. It is. So Chinel Hendry has to reload that one again. An expensive over here. 11 runs from this over already. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Oh, again full delivery, driven straight. Oh, how did that miss the stumps? It went off the bowler's hands, almost went back onto the stumps, just about missed the stumps. And Beth Mooney survives. Ooh, that was so close. Ends the over with the dot ball. 11 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women are 36 without loss after 4 overs. Now Jess Jonathan is the new bowler into the attack, and doesn't start well. Swept away by Catty Mack, but towards deep square leg, and picks up another single to start the over. So Jonathan now coming over the wicket to Beth Mooney. Second ball of the over. That's flighted again, and Mooney flicks it away leg side towards deep mid wicket, and picks up another single. Once again, Jemima Rodriguez in at deep mid wicket does well. I guess Jemima Rodriguez, the only Indian player to be featuring in this edition of the Women's Big Bash League 2025. That's tossed up again, and Catty Mack comes down the wicket, drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. And this time tossed up again, and Catty Mack comes down the wicket, drives it down the ground to long on, and picks up another single. Last ball of the over, and that's tossed up again. It's driven away towards point, and picks up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women are 40 without loss after 5 overs. Nicola Hancock is the new bowler into the attack now for Brisbane Heat. And Mooney gives herself room, drives it away again towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Catty Mack is back on strike. Third ball of the over. It's a fuller delivery driven again by Catty Mack towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Nicola Hancock has picked up 20 wickets against the Perth Scorchers in 18 matches at an economy of 6.7. So she has had success against the Perth Scorchers women. They need the big wicket of Beth Mooney here. And Mooney goes for the scoop, can't get it past the keeper. Really good keeping. I thought it hit the bat there, but umpire signals it as a wide. So Hancock has to reload that one again. And Mooney goes high in the air. Could be out. Fielder coming over. Puts it down. Puts it down at point. Yet another catch goes down. And Beth Mooney survives. I think Charlie, not the fielder, not able to get hold of it. Not able to hold on to it. She made the ground, got underneath it, but has put it down. Now how costly is that going to be for the Brisbane Heat? You don't want to drop a batter like Mooney. 2 more deliveries left in this over. And that's back of the length, punched away, straight to point. Another dot ball. One more delivery left in this over. 4 runs from this over so far. Last ball of the over coming up. And that swung away leg side, straight to mid-on. He'll pick up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over. The power play has been completed. Perth Scorchers women are 45 without loss after 6 overs. Two catches have been put down in this innings already by Brisbane Heat. They need to do something about their catching. They need to start holding on to their catches. So Charlie Knott is the new bowler into the attack for Brisbane Heat now. Dropped a catch in the earlier over. She's coming on to bowl and Catty Mack comes down the wicket first ball and flicks it straight to mid-wicket. Chance of run out was also there, but they have completed the run, have they? Yes, they have completed the single. So Beth Mooney is back on strike. There was a chance of run out in that delivery, but I think the throw was a little bit too slow. The Mooney is back on strike now. So Lucy Hamilton is back into the attack now. Mooney is on strike. That's a fuller delivery, driven down the ground to mid-off and picks up another single. .50 comes up for Perth Scorchers women in just 7.2 overs. 50 without loss. At 50, it also brings up the 50-run partnership. Opening partnership of 50 runs between Beth Mooney and Katie Mack. Third ball of the over. Oh, drives and misses. It's a dot ball from Lucy Hamilton. Oh, that's a short ball again, looking to pull it away, can't make connection. It's given as one first bouncer for the over as well. Another dot ball. That's a full delivery, and Katie Mack flicks it away leg side down towards deep fine leg and picks up another couple of runs. The last ball of the over. And that's a full delivery again, flicked away down towards deep square leg, and picks up another couple of runs to finish that over. The 5 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women are 54 without loss after 8 overs. Grace Harris is back into the attack now for Brisbane Heat. And Mooney comes down the wicket, hits it straight down the ground. 1 bounce to Chinel Henry at long on, and picks up another couple of runs to start the over. Good running between the wickets from Beth Mooney. Flatter delivery, full again, and Mooney drives it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Katie Mack is back on strike. Current run rate 6.84. That's a full toss. Katie Mack hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Mooney is back on strike. Oh, that's a flatter delivery, and Mooney punches it down the ground to mid-off And another dot ball here from Grace Harris. The 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's tossed up again. Moni comes down the wicket, drives it towards mid-off and picks up another single. So last ball of the over. And that's cut away again. It's towards deep extra covers. Picks up another single to finish the over. So 6 runs came from that over. And Perth Scorchers women are 60 without loss after 9 overs. Match number 6 of Women's Big Bash League 2025. Both teams are winless so far. One of them will pick up their first win today. Nicola Hancock continuing into her second over. And that's flicked away again. First ball towards square leg. Picks up the single. And gives the strike back to Beth Mooney. Projected score at the current rate is projected score at the current run rate is 133. 6 runs per over takes them to 126. 8 runs per over takes them to 148, and 10 runs per over can even take them to 169. That's flicked away by Mooney straight to short mid wicket and another dot ball. That's a full delivery. It's guided away towards deep third man. And Mooney picks up another single. Catty Mac is on strike. Oh, goes for the scoop shot, but not able to make connection. Another dot ball from Hancock. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's full. It's driven beautifully through the covers. Deep extra covers comes around as well. Nadine de Klerk is an excellent fielder. Does really well at deep extra covers, and another couple of runs for Catty Mac. In fact, 3 runs completed. So Mooney is back on strike. Fantastic fielding by Nadine de Klerk, who hasn't come to bowl yet. She's another bowling option for Brisbane Heat. Last ball of the over. And that's sliced away again, down to deep point. And Mooney picks up another single to finish the over. The 6 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women at the halfway mark are 66 without loss after 10 overs. And it's also the time for the drinks break. And Mooney comes down the wicket, goes big. Has he cleared the boundaries? He has, I think. Gone all the way for 6. First 6 of the innings. Tossed up by Jess Jonathan. And I think Beth Mooney knows her fellow countrymen really well. So advances down the wicket, hits it through the line. First 6 of the innings comes to the bat of Beth Mooney. This time it's a flatter delivery and Mooney cuts it away straight to point. Another dot ball. And tossed up this time. Mooney hits it down the ground to long on. Picks up another single and a half century here for Beth Mooney. It's been a fantastic knock this. 50 from just 42 balls with 6 boundaries and 1 sixer. At a strike rate of 119.05, it's been a really good knock from Beth Mooney. Last ball of the over. Sweeps it up in the air. Catty Max could be out. It's put down again. Don't want to catch anything today, Brisbane Heat. The third catch goes down and the opening partnership continues. Couple of runs for Catty Mac to finish the over. 13 runs came from that over. And Perth Scorchers women are 79 without loss after 11 overs. They don't want to catch anything today, Brisbane Heat. They are so generous today, allowing the opening partnership to continue. And now Charlie Knott has been brought back into the attack here. Into her second over. Still no Nadine de Klerk with the ball. She can also bowl. Mooney is on strike now. Charlie Knott coming over the wicket. That's tossed up and Mooney comes down the wicket and hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over. And Catty Mac goes for a reverse sweep, gets it past the fielder, that'll race away for 4. This is exactly what happens when you don't take your catches. The batters will add insult to injury. First boundary actually for Catty Mac in this innings. First boundary scored apart from Beth Mooney for the Perth Scorchers in this innings. And this time it's tossed up and Catty Mac comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another couple of runs. 86 now, this opening partnership from 69 balls. That's a full delivery, driven again straight to the fielder at point. And another dot ball. That's flicked away by Catty Mac towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So Mooney is back on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's just gently flicked away again towards mid-wicket. Well, are looking for the couple. And they'll get it comfortably. Couple of runs for Beth Mooney to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over. And Perth Scorchers women are 89 without loss after 12 overs. And his bowler, what a start to the over for Jess Jonathan. Catty Mack looking for the reverse sweep. They're not able to make connections, gone right through. And has taken the middle and off stump. And finally, Brisbane Heat get the breakthrough. Looks like the only way Brisbane Heat could get a wicket was through the form of a bold dismissal, because no one is willing to take the catches today for Brisbane Heat. So many catches going down, and Catty Mack getting cleaned up. Catty Mack is gone after a good knock of 31 from 29 balls, and Perth Scorchers women are 89 for 1 after 12.1 overs. So Peg Schofield is the new batter to the crease now for Perth Scorchers women. The opening partnership of 89 has been broken. Superb start to the over for Jess Jonathan. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's leading edge, but lands safely. And Peg Schofield gets off the mark with a single, not in the most convincing fashion, but she's off the mark now. Mooney is back on strike. Third ball of the over. And Mooney comes down the wicket again and hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. And this time Peg Schofield flicks it away again towards deep square leg and picks up another single. 3 singles in this over, still 2 balls left. And that's driven again down the ground to mid-off. Oh, a little fumble allows Mooney to complete the single as well. Last ball of the over. Flicked in the air but lands short of the fielder at mid-wicket. And another dot ball to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Catty Mack. And Perth Scorchers women are 93 for 1 after 13 overs. So Jess Jonathan providing the breakthrough, much needed breakthrough for the Brisbane Heat women. And now there's another bowling change here. Very, very popular player, popular bowler, popular big hitter of the ball with the bat as well. Nadine de Klerk is the new bowler into the attack now for Brisbane Heat women. So far we were wondering, where is Nadine de Klerk? She is right here now. She is bowling the 14th over of this innings. Beth Mooney is on strike. Here's Nadine de Klerk coming over the wicket to Mooney. And Mooney goes for the paddle shot and gets it successfully, gets it down to deep fine leg and a boundary to start the over. What a welcome to the crease for Nadine de Klerk. Mooney picks up yet another boundary, moves to 59 now with that boundary. And this time Mooney gives herself room, cuts it away, straight to covers. And a dot ball. Again, short and wide, not the best of deliveries from Nadine de Klerk. But luckily didn't cost much. Third ball of the over. Ooh, that's a better delivery, leading edge, down the ground to mid-off. And Beth Mooney picks up another single. South African all-rounder is Nadine de Klerk. So Peg Schofield is back on strike. Goes for the scoop again, but short fine leg is there, going for the single, and they'll make it comfortably. Looked like there was a chance of a run out there, but good running between the wickets by both these batters, completes the single. Now two more deliveries left in this over. Mooney is back on strike. Oh, that swung away leg side by Mooney, and it beats the fielder at deep mid wicket into the boundary for 4. You drop your catches, and this is exactly what happens. 100 comes up for Perth Scorchers in just 13.5 overs, and Beth Mooney picks up her 8th boundary, moves to 64 from just 50 balls. This time it's full again, and Mooney gives herself room, drives it straight to covers. The dot ball to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over from Nadine de Klerk, and Perth Scorchers women are 103 for 1 after 14 overs. So Charlie Knott is back into the attack. 6 more overs left in this innings. Brisbane Heat won the toss, elected to bowl first, but they don't want to take catches today. Peg Schofield is on strike. Oh, spinning back in, it's flicked away by Schofield and picks up another single. Mooney gives herself room and then drives it back to the bowler. It's another dot ball. And this time Mooney comes down the wicket and hits it down the ground again to long on. Picks up another single. Peg Schofield is on strike. And Schofield sweeps. It's past mid-wicket. That'll run away for 4. That's hit so hard by Peg Schofield. Found the gap beautifully and picks up her first boundary of the day. Not a bad delivery at all, but a fantastic shot from Peg Schofield. This time it's a fuller delivery driven back to the bowler by Schofield and another dot ball. 6 runs have come from this over. Last ball of the over coming up. Last ball of the over. And that's short and wide. Cut away again by Schofield towards deep extra covers. Jemima Rodriguez does well at deep extra covers. And another single for Schofield to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over. And Perth Scorchers women are 110 for 1 after 15 overs. So they have taken the power surge now. 5 more overs left in this innings. Nicola Hancock is back into the attack. She still has 2 overs left. Peg Schofield is on strike. Hancock coming around the wicket to Schofield, and Schofield drives it away towards covers. Directed chance of a red. Directed was there but missed it. Nadine de Klerk, she's everywhere in the field. Not able to hit the stumps, and a single completed by Peg Schofield. So Mooney is back on strike. Second ball of the over coming up. And Mooney moves across the stumps, guides it away for 4. Full delivery. This is exactly what Mooney is good at. Plays all around the wicket. Guides it away and picks up yet another boundary. Her 10th boundary. Sorry, her 9th boundary in this innings. What a shot that was, deliberately guiding it away for 4 is Beth Mooney. Third ball of the over coming up. And that's full, driven down the ground, straight down the ground for 4. She's been dealing in boundaries this entire innings. This time she picks up her 10th boundary. Once again in the slot from Hancock. And Mooney goes dead straight down the ground this time for a boundary. Back-to-back boundaries from Beth Mooney. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's a full toss. Mooney swings leg side. It's in the gap again. Another boundary. Hancock doesn't know where to bowl. She's been handcuffed here. It's given as a no ball as well to make matters worse. A no ball, free hit as well. What is happening here with Nicola Hancock in this over? Already 14 from this over, still 3 balls left and a free hit coming up. And this time Mooney goes big, goes massive, all the way for 6 over deep fine leg. The free hit delivery has costed big time for Nicola Hancock and Brisbane Heat. 20 runs have come from this over, second 6 in this innings from Beth Mooney. Moves to 83 now from just 57 balls. What an innings this is turning out to be. 20 runs have come from this over. How costly that catch drop from Charlie Knott. How costly that is proving to be now. And Mooney has gotten to 83. She can still push towards a century, you know. There's 17 more runs for a century. Two more deliveries left in this over. 20 runs have come from this over so far. And now coming back to over the wicket is Nicola Hancock. Oh, gives herself room, Mooney, and looks to cut it away, but not able to make connection. Another dot ball. And no ball, free hit costed too many runs. 4 no ball, which is 5 runs, and then a 6 of the free hit. So last ball of the over. Ooh, looking to flick it away, a little bit of an inside edge. And Mooney picks up another single to finish the over. Still 21 runs came from that over. And Perth Scorchers women are 131 for 1 after 16 overs. So 4 more overs left in this innings. Lucy Hamilton is back into the attack now. And Nadine de Klerk still has 3 overs left as well. Will she bowl at least one of the remaining overs? We need to see. But here's Lucy Hamilton coming with an interesting bowling angle actually. Coming over the wicket to Beth Mooney and starts with a dot ball. As Mooney comes down the wicket, gets hit on the pads. In fact, gets hit on the private areas. And it's a dot ball to start the over from Lucy Hamilton. Obviously, there'll be a guard there, so no problem about those areas. Second ball of the over coming up. Mooney gives herself room, swings it leg side. Will that race away for 4? No, it won't. Deep mid wicket comes around as well. And Mooney picks up another single. Moves to 84. She still needs to do. Moves to 85. She still needs to do some to get to her century here. And going to check a no ball. It's not a no ball. No ball is fine. It is a legal delivery. Peg Schofield is back on strike now. Oh, that's a full delivery. Schofield looking to flick it away. Really good delivery actually. It went underneath the bat to the wicket keeper. And another dot ball here. Lucy Hamilton is a really good bowler, no doubt about that. And this time she goes for the scoop shot. Appeal for LBW, should be out, I think. It's not given. And Schofield will pick up one leg boys, I think. That looked very, very plump if it was hitting the pads straight away. Ooh, that was very close actually. That was really, really close. You need to have a look at ball tracking. Was there any bat on it? The ultra edge shows a spike as the ball passes the bat, so maybe that might have saved Schofield. This time Mooney again goes for the scoop shot but misses it. Another dot ball. A fantastic over here from Lucy Hamilton. Just 2 runs coming from this over, making up for the previous expensive over from Hancock, and bowling a fantastic over here. One more delivery left in this over. And Mooney still stuck in the 80s because of this good over. She still needs 15 runs for a famous Big Bash century. Last ball of the over. Mooney gives herself room, drives it away, straight to covers. Good fielding at covers. And Mooney picks up another single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over. And Perth Scorchers women are 134 for 1 after 17 overs. It's been a fantastic innings from Beth Mooney so far. She still needs 14 runs for the century. So another interesting decision here. Grace Harris is going to be bowling the 18th over of this innings. Back into the attack. Mooney on strike. Flatter delivery. Mooney comes down the wicket, hits it up in the air, down to the fielder. 1 bounce to the fielder at deep mid wicket. And another single to start the over. Brisbane Heat will be happy with the singles if they can restrict the Perth Scorchers to 150, 160. I think they can back themselves to chase it down. Second ball of the over. And Schofield comes down the wicket, drives it up in the air, clears the field. It won't go for 4, but it will be another couple of runs for Peg Schofield. So third ball of the over coming up. Flatter delivery, it's swatted down the ground, but long on is there. And another single for Schofield. The Mooney is back on strike now. Partnership 49 from 32 balls. 50 partnership balls on the cards. That shot is pulled away by Mooney. 1 bounce to deep square leg. And another single. And that single will bring up the 50-run partnership between Beth Mooney and Peg Schofield. The partnership is 50 from 33 balls. Fantastic partnership, but they need a good finish here. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Grace Harris is bowling it flatter as possible. This time tossed up, it's slog swept. And it's gone all the way. All the way for 6 from Peg Schofield. Flat and hard. One of the best slog sweeps you'll see. And a much needed 6 for Perth Scorchers. And this time Schofield comes down the wicket and the air just clears the fielder at covers and will pick up another couple of runs to finish the over. 13 runs came from that over, and Perth Scorchers women are 147 for 1 after 18 overs. So 2 more overs left in this innings. Peg Schofield has also played a very good knock here, 22 from just 15 balls. Beth Mooney looking to push towards a century. She's been stuck in the 80s for the last couple of overs. So Jess Jonathan bowling the penultimate over. And Mooney comes down the wicket, hits it up in the air, it's in the gap. One bounce into the boundary for 4 towards deep mid wicket. That's a great way to start the over. Starts the over with a boundary. 150 comes up for Perth Scorchers. And Beth Mooney moves into the 90s as well. So Mooney moves to 92. 11 more deliveries left in this innings. Mooney needs 8 runs for a century. Second ball of the over coming up from Jonathan. And that's a wide down the leg side. Has to reload that one again. Pressure on Jonathan here. 4 under wide to start this over. Not an ideal start. Oh, goes for the sweep again. Appeal for LBW. Maybe pitching outside leg. Umpire says not out. The angle that Jonathan is bowling, the ball will pitch outside leg more often than not. So it takes the LBW out of the equation. Full toss. Mooney puts it away. That's gone all the way as it is. Poor delivery from Jonathan. Waist high full toss. Mooney came down the wicket. Has punished it. Over deep mid wicket for 6 and moves to 98 now. Just 2 more runs needed for the century for Beth Mooney. Third sixer for her. And this time it's a fuller delivery. Mooney comes down the wicket, drives it back to the bowler. Dot ball from Jonathan. And this time it's flicked away. It's in the gap. They have taken the single. They're coming back for a second. And they'll get it there. They'll get there. And Beth Mooney picks up a big bash century here in Brisbane against Brisbane Heat. What a knock this has been from this Australian player. 100 from just 70 balls with 12 boundaries and 3 sixers at a strike rate of 142.86. It's been a fantastic knock from Beth Mooney. 4th century for Beth Mooney in her WBBL career. That's a fantastic knock. Last ball of the over. And Mooney comes down the wicket, flicks it away towards deep mid wicket. Picks up another single to finish the over. 14 runs came from that over. And Perth Scorchers are 161 for 1 after 19 overs. Now this is what Beth Mooney can do. She was dropped early on by Charlie Knott at points, and she has made her pay actually for that dropped catch. Already crossed 160. Last over coming up. Lucy Hamilton is bowling the last over for Brisbane Heat, coming over the wicket to Mooney. And that's a short ball. It's pulled away. It's gone over short fine leg and into the boundary for 4. Again a boundary to start the over. Beth Mooney continues to deal in boundaries. The second ball of the over. That's a wide down the leg side. So has to reload that one again, Lucy Hamilton. The bigger the score, the more the pressure for the chasing team. And Perth Scorchers can even push towards 180. Because they have the wickets in hand as well. Just one wicket gone down. This partnership now, 77 from 42 balls between Beth Mooney and Schofield. Well, she's picked it up again. It's gone in the air towards the fielder. And the catch is taken at deep mid wicket by Chanel Henry. And that brings to an end a fantastic knock from Beth Mooney actually. 105 from just 73 balls. An outstanding century. But she has to go now with just 4 balls left in this innings. And finally, Brisbane Heat have broken this partnership. Lucy Hamilton picks up her first wicket of the day. Was looking to play the pickup shot there, Mooney, but not able to get the distance this time. And an easy catch for Chanel Henry. But it's been an outstanding knock. Beth Mooney is gone after scoring 105 runs from 73 balls. And Perth Scorchers women are 166 for 2 after 19.2 overs. So Sophie Devine is the new batter to the crease for Perth Scorchers women. 4 more deliveries left in this innings. So Sophie Devine has to go for the shots from ball 1. Third ball of the over coming up around the wicket to Sophie Devine. And Sophie Devine gives herself room, cuts it away towards covers and picks up a quick single actually. Lucy Hamilton bowling around the wicket to Sophie Devine there. That is what I was mentioning, but Sophie Devine gets off the mark with a single. And now Schofield, the set batter, is back on strike with 3 more deliveries left in this innings. At least can they cross 170? Here we go again. As Boulder straight through the gate. Second wicket in the over for Lucy Hamilton. And both the set batters are sent packing within a matter of few minutes. That's the beauty of this game, isn't it? Lucy Hamilton picks up her second wicket in this over. Just 2 more deliveries left in this innings. A new batter will have to come in and straight away go for the shots. Was a full delivery. Looked like it was in the slot, but Schofield missed it completely. Nevertheless, another good knock from Peg Schofield. She's gone after scoring 22 runs from 16 balls. And Perth Scorchers women are 167 for 3 after 19.4 overs. So Freya Kemp is the new batter to the crease. Just 2 more deliveries left in this innings. No time to settle and do all those things. You have to go from ball 1. Here's Lucy Hamilton. Oh, it's a fantastic Yorker. Freya Kemp gives herself room, kites it away in the gap. This might not go for 4, but it will surely be another couple of runs for Freya Kemp. In fact, they are coming back for 3 runs. 3 runs completed by Freya Kemp. Gets off the mark with 3 runs. And they have gotten to 170 with still 1 ball left in this innings now. Sophie Devine is on strike to face the last ball of this innings. So last ball of the innings from Lucy Hamilton. Sophie Devine on strike. Gives herself room, pulls it away leg side towards deep mid wicket. They'll surely push for 2. They'll even push for 3. No, they can't push for 3. It'll only be a couple of runs to finish the innings. So 11 runs came from that last over and 2 wickets in that last over as well. And Perth Scorchers women finished their 20 overs on 172 for 3 at the end of their 20 overs. Thanks to a fantastic century from Beth Mooney. 105 from 73 balls. She was the chief architect of that Perth Scorchers innings. Has taken them to 172 for 3. The Brisbane Heat also didn't help themselves in the field as well. The Brisbane Heat fielders dropped plenty of catches. Around 3 or 4 catches went down. And when you drop so many catches, that doesn't help your cause. And I think this is a really good score posted by Perth Scorchers. It's going to be a tough ask for Brisbane Heat when they come out to bat. The Brisbane Heat women will need 173 runs to win this match and pick up their first win in this edition of the WBBL. And if you see here, Brisbane Heat, they have used 8 bowlers today. Lucy Hamilton picked up a couple of wickets in the last over, and Jess Jonathan picked up the wicket of Catty Mack as well, but none of the other bowlers had much success. It was the Beth Mooney show today for Perth Scorchers, which helped them get to 172 for 3. So Brisbane Heat women will need 170. Brisbane Heat women will need another 100. Brisbane Heat women will need 173 runs to win from their full quota of 20 overs. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So hi guys, we come to the end of the innings break, and Brisbane Heat women need 173 runs to win from their full quota of 20 overs. The opening batters are out in the middle. Chloe Ainsworth will be opening the batting. Chloe Ainsworth will be opening the bowling for Perth Scorchers women. And we are ready to start in another 3 seconds. Grace Harris and Nadine de Klerk are opening the batting for Brisbane Heat. Here we go, first ball, Grace Harris on strike. And that's driven away towards covers by Grace Harris and gets off the mark with a single. Nadine de Klerk opening the batting. What an interesting decision. She is normally used as a finisher for South Africa women. We saw that in this Women's World Cup. But she is opening the batting today. She has to face the new ball. This is some decision. Second ball of the innings coming up from Chloe Ainsworth. Nadine de Klerk on strike. And that's flicked in the air. Clears mid-wicket. And Nadine de Klerk gets off the mark with a couple of runs. That's good running. Good running between the wickets. Third ball of the over coming up. Oh, looking to flick it away. Appeal for LBW, but I think there was bat involved in that. And Nadine de Klerk will pick up another single. Looking to play some big shots here as Nadine de Klerk. She is normally a finisher. Very surprised that she is opening the batting. Very surprised that she is opening the batting today. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Maybe they are using Nadine de Klerk as a pinch hitter probably. Try to go after everything. Score as many runs as possible. But now Grace Harris flicks it away leg side. Gets it in the gap. Towards deep mid wicket. And picks up another single. A good first over here from Ainsworth. Just 5 runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Nadine de Klerk is back on strike. Oh, looking to flick it away. They're not appealing for LBW. Maybe that's sliding down leg. So another dot ball here. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, full and wide, looking for the drive, misses it. A dot ball to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over, and Brisbane Heat women are 5 without loss after 1 over. So Sophie Devine is the new bowler into the attack for the Perth Scorchers women. Grace Harris is on strike. The keeper comes up to the stumps. Second over starting. And that's on the pads. It's flicked away by Grace Harris towards deep fine leg. Towards short fine leg. And another dot ball to start the over. A shot is pulled away. It's in the gap. That will be the first boundary. 2 shots from Sophie Devine. Beautifully placed in the gap. This is what Grace Harris can do. Picks up the first boundary of this innings. That's on the pads again. Tickled away fine. Beats fine leg. Won't reach the boundary. But it will be another couple of runs for Grace Harris. In fact, it's been given as 2 leg byes. Maybe it went off the pad there. Couple of runs nevertheless. 3 more deliveries left in this over. And the bowler stops in his follow through. Mooney is pointing towards the side screen probably. So 4th ball of the over coming up. That's shot again. It's pulled again. It's 4 again. Poor delivery from Sophie Devine. Second short ball in that over. Missing her length. And put away by Grace Harris. Picks up her second boundary and the second boundary of the innings as well for Brisbane Heat. And this time it's back of the length, punched away straight to covers. And another dot ball. 10 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over. Oh, looking to flick it away, uphill for LBW. And the umpire says not out. Are they going to have a discussion to go for the review? It looked very straight. Grace Harris looking to play across the line. I don't think they are going for the review here. Are they going for the review? That looked really straight actually. They are not going for the review. So 10 runs came from that over, and Brisbane Heat women are 15 without loss after 2 overs. Yeah, the replays show that replays are showing that height might be a factor there. So really good decision not to go for the review. Chloe Ainsworth now into her second over, and Nadine de Klerk goes big. How big? It's Mayo. Catch taken at deep mid wicket. Fielder settling underneath. Takes the catch and Nadine de Klerk is gone. First wicket for Perth Scorchers. I think Nadine de Klerk was sent in as a pinch hitter to do that exact thing. Look for some big shots. Release the pressure a little bit, but she's found the fielder. Was in the slot actually for that shot. I thought she hit it really well, but didn't get the distance. A real simple catch down at deep mid wicket. And the first wicket taken by the Perth Scorchers bowlers in this entire tournament, I think, because they lost by 10 wickets against Sydney Sixers before this. Nadine de Klerk is gone after scoring just 3 runs from 5 balls, and Brisbane Heat women are 15 for 1 after 2.1 overs. The Nadine de Klerk is gone. The new batter to the crease. Remember the name. Jemima Rodrigues. At number 3 for Brisbane Heat women. Second ball of the over coming up. And Jemima comes down the wicket. Drives it straight to covers. Dot ball from Ainsworth. If any one of you remember, just about around 12 days ago, the innings which Jemima Rodrigues played in the Women's ODI World Cup semi-final against Australia. So, a fantastic player. Ooh, inside edge. It goes past short fine leg for 4. This is the luck that Jemima Rodrigues has. Gets off the mark with a boundary. Not in the most convincing fashion. But she is a boundary hitting machine, no doubt about that. First boundary for Jemima Rodrigues. Oh, little bit of an inside edge. Did it carry? Is it a wicket there? I don't think so. Did it carry through to the keeper? Little bit of inward movement for Ainsworth. The umpires haven't said anything. Little bit of discussions going on, and it's a dot ball from Ainsworth. Ball is still moving around for the new ball bowlers. Little bit of an inside edge there, or maybe it didn't take the inside edge. It's gone off the pad through to the keeper. Maybe LBW could have come into play, but impact is outside the line, no doubt about that. So it won't be out. Oh, goes for the scoop shot, not able to make connection. And it's not even given as a wide, it's given as a dot ball from Ainsworth. Jemima Rodrigues looking to play that trademark scoop shot, which he played really well in that semi-final also, but not able to execute it properly this time around. So last ball of the over coming up. And this time driven up the middle of the bat, straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. Good over from Ainsworth. 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Nadine de Klerk. And Brisbane Heat women are 19 for 1 after 3 overs. So Hoskin is the new bowler into the attack for Perth Scorchers women. Grace Harris is on strike. Hoskin coming over the wicket to Grace Harris. Ooh, a little bit of in swing straight away. Flicks it away. Grace Harris picks up another single to start the over. Ebony Hoskin, a good bowler for Perth Scorchers women. The required run rate is now 9.09. I need to lower it a little bit. Jemima Rodrigues is back on strike. She can find the boundaries, no doubt about that. Comes down the wicket, looks to flick it away, but not able to make connection. And another dot ball from Hoskin. Third ball of the over. And that's flicked away by Jemima Rodriguez down to deep fine leg. And picks up another single. That's short and wide, cut away, placed it in the gap, and Grace Harris picks up another boundary. Beautifully placed in the gap. It's a much needed boundary for Brisbane Heat. Grace Harris picks up her third boundary of the day. Oh, that's pulled away this time by Grace Harris towards deep mid wicket, and picks up another single here. The 7 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over. Oh, that's pulled away. Down to deep fine leg. Just lands short of deep fine leg. And Jemima Rodriguez picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over. And Brisbane Heat are 27 for 1 after 4 overs. Chloe Ainsworth is continuing into her third over. Jemima Rodriguez on strike. And that should be a wide down the leg side. It will be given as a wide. That's full again, driven down the ground, back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Chloe Ainsworth. So second ball of the over coming up. And Jemima goes over the top. But 1 bounce to deep extra covers and picks up another single. Oh, that's a full delivery. Grace Harris looking to flick it away and gets some bat on it and picks up the single. Does Grace Harris. Required run rate is 9.23. They need some boundaries here, Brisbane Heat. Jemima Rodriguez can find the boundary. She places the ball really well actually. Is one of those batters who will place the balls in the gaps. Fourth ball of the over coming up. And Jemima comes down the wicket, pulls it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. The fifth ball of the over coming up, and Grace Harris swings leg side towards deep square leg and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, looking to drive and misses it. It's given as a wide actually. Chloe Ainsworth has to reload that one again. The last ball of the over coming up. And that's driven, finds the gap. Will that race away for 4? No, it won't. Deep extra covers comes around. They're coming back for the second. That's good running between the wickets. Couple of runs to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over. And Brisbane Heat women are 35 for 1 after 5 overs. So Ebony Hoskin is continuing into her second over. Grace Harris is on strike. Ooh, short and wide, looking to cut it away, but not able to make connection. A dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. And that's a full delivery. Smashed down the ground for 4 by Grace Harris. Picked up the length really well. Hitting it dead straight down the ground, and another important boundary for Brisbane Heat. And that's driven again. Oh, excellent fielding at covers. And Grace Harris picks up another single. So Jemima Rodriguez is back on strike now. Fantastic fielding there at covers. I think that is the differentiation between both these teams. Brisbane Heat dropped plenty of catches, were a little poor in the field, but Perth Scorchers are fielding better. That's driven again by Jemima Rodriguez towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. That's on a good length, punched away towards covers. And another dot ball from Ebony Hoskin. So last ball of the over coming up, 6 runs from this over so far. That's wide, too wide outside the off stump. Arm squared from the umpire, given as a wide. So Hoskin has to reload that one again. Last ball of the over. That's short. It's pulled away. Oh, catch put down. At deep mid wicket by Alana King. It dipped on her. Oh my God! And she's got hit. She's hurt herself as well in the process. Maybe she's got hit on the wrists probably. But that's a big catch gone down because Grace Harris can be a dangerous batter. The ball was dipping on her. Can't blame her also. But that should have been taken. It's gone off the hands onto the private parts as well. Not the best situation to be in. But a single to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over. The power play has been completed. Brisbane Heat women are 43 for 1 after 6 overs. So Sophie Devine is back into the attack now, into her second over. And that's shot again. It's pulled away towards deep square leg. And another single for Grace Harris. Well, that's edged. And it's straight to the fielder at short third man. So a dot ball from Sophie Devine. Jemima Rodrigues needs to get going here. 11 from 14 balls. Eating up deliveries a little bit today. Third ball of the over coming up. And that shot is pulled away down the ground, straight into the hands of mid-on. And another wicket goes down. The pressure was building. Jemima Rodrigues thought she had to do something. Pulls it in the air, and the fielder at mid-on doesn't make a mistake. And this is exactly what pressure can do. Jemima Rodrigues couldn't get going today, was struggling for timing. And in the end, the pressure told. She's pulled it straight into the hands of mid-on. Sophie Devine picks up her first wicket of the day. Second wicket goes down for Brisbane Heat. Jemima Rodrigues is gone after scoring just 11 runs from 15 balls. And Brisbane Heat women are 44 for 2 after 6.3 overs. So Charlie Knott is the new batter to the crease for Brisbane Heat women. And that's full again, driven down the ground by Charlie Knott. A little bit of a misfield there. Charlie Knott gets off the mark with a single. She's a big hitter of the ball, no doubt about that, Charlie Knott. Can play some big shots. We have seen that in the women's 100 as well. But now Grace Harris is back on strike. It's helped on its way for 4. Angling onto the pads there by Sophie Devine. Short and angling onto the pads. And Grace Harris is too strong to put that away. Picks up yet another boundary. And this time it's shot again, it's pulled again, in the gap for another boundary. Not learning is Sophie Devine, continuing to bowl it short to Grace Harris, is very strong in the pull shot. Back-to-back boundaries to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over, 50 comes up for Brisbane Heat. And Brisbane Heat women are 53 for 2 after 7 overs. So Edgar is the new bowler into the attack now for Perth Scorchers. Charlie not on strike. And Knott goes for the reverse sweep towards point. It's a dot ball to start the over. And this time Charlie Knott comes down the wicket, drives it down the ground. A little bit of a fumble from the bowler, but the fielder at mid-off is quick enough to stop the ball. And another dot ball from Edgar. That's tossed up again. It's driven down the ground by Charlie Knott straight to mid-off. And another dot ball. Three consecutive dot balls from Edgar. And now goes for the sweep. It's in the air. Fielder is there. Oh, put it down. Oh my goodness. Simplest of catches has been put down. At deep mid wicket by Peg Schofield. She should have swallowed that even in her sleep. That's a dolly gone to ground. And Charlie Knott picks up another single. It can't get easier than that. One of the easiest catches has been put down. And this time it's on the pads, flicked away by Grace Harris towards deep square leg for another single. The last ball of the over. Tossed up and Charlie Knott goes straight down the ground. One bounce into the boundary for 4. You drop your catches and this is what will happen. Charlie Knott picks up her first boundary in this innings. 6 runs came from that over. And Brisbane Heat women are 59 for 2 after 8 overs. So 12 overs left, 114 runs needed. It's still a tall ask for Brisbane Heat, and there's a bowling change here for Perth Scorchers women. Alana King is the new bowler into the attack for Perth Scorchers. Grace Harris is on strike. That's cut away by Grace Harris towards deep extra covers. Oh, misfield. Fumble. But it'll still only be a single for Grace Harris. So Charlie Knott is back on strike. Second ball of the over coming up. That's a full toss. Charlie Knott comes down the wicket, drives it straight to covers. Dot ball from Alana King. Full toss again, but can't capitalize on it. Charlie Knott only managing to hit it back to the bowler, and once again Alana King has hurt herself somewhere but then has to recover. Another dot ball though. She stopped it with her leg there, Alana King. That'll hurt big time. Chin of the leg, stopping that ball. So I think Alana King is getting some treatment here. She's hurt herself in the process of stopping that ball with her leg. Meanwhile though, if you look at the scorecard, Ainsworth has picked up 1 wicket. Sophie Devine has also picked up 1 wicket. Brisbane Heat still need to do something dramatic here if they want to get over the line. So all in readiness, 4th ball of the over, and Charlie Knott gives herself room, cuts it away, past covers and into the boundary for 4 more. So second boundary for Charlie Knott, beautiful placement in the gap. Once it found the gap, the ball races across this outfield for 4. And this time it's tossed up outside the off stump. Charlie Knott looking to go outside the off stump and then pull it away. Little bit of an inside edge. And another dot ball. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, looks to go for the sweep and misses it. Another dot ball to finish the over. Still a good over from Alana King. 5 runs came from that over. And Brisbane Heat women are 64 for 2 after 9 overs. So Edgar is back into the attack. And it's on the pads, helped on its way, looking for the quick single. And they'll get there comfortably. A single to start the over for Grace Harris. Gives the strike back to Charlie Knott. The second ball of the over coming up. And Charlie Knott gives herself room, drives it away, straight to covers, going for the single again. Can't go for the single. It's a dot ball. Pressure mounting, required run rate 10.13 now. Need some big shots. Comes down the wicket, drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball. Oh, no, overthrows. No, fielder is there. So another dot ball here, back-to-back dot balls. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, goes for the reverse sweep, can't make connection. This is a fantastic over here from Edgar. Just 1 run from this over, still 2 balls left. That's swept away by Charlie Knott towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So Grace Harris is back on strike, last ball of the over. Full toss and Grace Harris swings it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over and Brisbane Heat women are 67 for 2 after 10 overs. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break. Ebony Hoskin is back into the attack. And Grace Harris swings it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. So Charlie Knott is back on strike. Second ball of the over. That's full, driven through the offside by Charlie Knott towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Singles are not doing the job for Brisbane Heat because the required run rate is 10.76. Grace Harris can play some big shots. She has that capability. And it's driven in the air, just clears mid off. And that'll go run away for 4. Much needed boundary for Brisbane Heat. Pressure was building. Grace Harris had to do something. And she's found the boundary for Brisbane Heat. And that's driven again straight to covers. Good fielding at covers by Sophie Devine, and another dot ball from Hoskin. Well, that's in the slot, and Grace Harris goes over the top. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Full and in the slot from Hoskin. Once again, Grace Harris picking up the length beautifully and picks up her 8th boundary, and she's racing towards a half century. Last ball of the over. As Boulder! What a comeback from Ebony Hoskin. 2 boundaries in the over and then finishes the over with a wicket. And the big wicket of Grace Harris was looking to swing across the line. Now that is exactly what was needed with the required run rate. 10.67 now. So she was looking for the big shot, and it's got cleaned up here. A massive wicket for the Perth Scorchers women. Top of Midland leg stump. A treat, a delight for any bowler, and Hoskin picks up the big wicket of Grace Harris. Grace Harris is gone after scoring 46 runs from 30 balls, and the Brisbane Heat women are 77 for 3 after 11 overs. So Jess Jonathan is the new batter to the crease. And Lily Mills is the new bowler into the attack. Charlie Knott comes down the wicket and drives it down the ground to long off. Picks up a couple of runs to start the over. Jess Jonathan is also another big hitter of the ball. Comes down the wicket again, heaves it leg side, it's in the gap, 1 bounce, 4. Beautifully picked the gap there as Charlie Knott, and picks up another important boundary for Brisbane Heat. And this time it's a flatter delivery. Charlie Knott gives herself room and smashes it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Jonathan comes down the wicket, leading edge in the air, lands short. Off covers, there's a chance of run out. Easy run out. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? Complete miscommunication between both the batters. And in the end, Jess Jonathan having to sacrifice her wicket because Charlie Knott is a set batter at the crease. So sacrifice is what has happened there. Jess Jonathan looking for the single. Partner didn't respond at all. And another wicket goes down here for Brisbane Heat. It's disaster for Heat. Jess Jonathan is gone after Jess Jonathan is out, run out for Knott for a first ball duck. And the Brisbane Heat women are 84 for 4 after 11.4 overs. The new batter to the crease now is Chinel Henry, a big hitter of the ball. They're stacked up with big hitters, Brisbane Heat. Two more deliveries left in this over. The West Indian all-rounder Chinel Henry on strike. And a big back lift, defends it towards point. Another dot ball from Lily Mills. The last ball of the over. And Henry goes back, clears mid-wicket. Will get off the mark with a single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, including the run out of Jess Jonathan. And the Brisbane Heat women are 85 for 4 after 12 overs. So Alana King is back into the attack, into her second over. Chinel Henry is on strike. That shot is punched down the ground by Chinel Henry towards long off and picks up another single. Who hold it a little shorter and a little wider since Charlie Knott had to reach out for it and cuts it straight to covers. Another dot ball. Shot again, and Charlie Knott hits it down the ground to long off for another single. Singles are not going to do it. Required run rate is now 11.47. They need big hits. Chinel Henry can provide the big hits. The 3 more deliveries left in this over. Let's cut away straight to covers. A little fumble. But still another dot ball. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, looking to cut it away, misses it. Or has she nicked it? I don't think so. It's another dot ball from Alana King. Fantastic over. There's just 2 runs have come from this over. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's cut away. Straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. 2 runs came from that over from Alana King. And Brisbane Heat in all sorts of problems, 87 for 4 after 13 overs. So for now, it looks as though Perth Scorchers are having a higher chance of winning this match unless there's any turnaround in this game. Lily Mills is back into the attack now. Charlotte not on strike and goes for the sweep. Straight to deep square leg. Another single for Charlie Knott. Chanel Hendry is back on strike. They need big shots here. Where are the big shots coming from? Quicker ball driven down the ground by Chanel Hendry. Picks up another single. 2 singles in this over. Still 4 balls left. And now comes down the wicket. Charlie Knott hits it down the ground. 1 bounce to long on. Another single. 83 needed from 39. Come on, Chanel Hendry. Bring out the sixers. Full toss. Chanel Hendry goes straight down the ground, but long off comes around, and it will be another single for Chanel Hendry. Comes down the wicket again. This Charlie Knott swings it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. 5 runs have come from this over. What an over this is. Can she finish it well? Required run rate is 13.14 now. Last ball of the over. Flatter delivery, flicked away by Chanel Hendry. Picks up another single leg, looking to push for 2. No, they can't go for 2. Can only be another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over. And Brisbane Heat are 93 for 4 after 14 overs. So Alana King is continuing into her 3rd over. Chanel Hendry is on strike. Big shots are so important at this stage. That shot is pulled away by Chanel Hendry. And has it gone all the way? The fielder signals it as a boundary. So the umpire gives it as a 4. Boundary to start the over. Much needed for Brisbane Heat. This time a quicker ball outside the off stump and Chanel Hendry cuts it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. And this time it's pulled away in the air. How far has that gone? Clears the fielder at long on. All the way for 6. So a 6 here for Chanel Hendry. This is exactly what she can do. Or are they going to check the boundary? I think it's gone all the way, has it? Yeah, it's a boundary only. So second boundary in this over. 4 it is. This time again pulled down the ground, straight to long on, and picks up another single. 100 comes up for Brisbane Heat women with that boundary from Chinel Henry, but still a lot of work to do actually. 71 still needed from 32 balls. Charlie Knott moves across the stumps, pulls it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. The last ball of the over coming up. Chinel Henry is on strike. Last ball of the over. Tossed up outside the off stump. Chinel Henry hits it in the air. Oh, lands just short of the fielder. It goes through for 4 as well to finish the over. Third boundary in that over from Chinel Henry. 14 runs came from that over. And Brisbane Heat women are 107 for 4 after 15 overs. So Edgar is back into the attack now. Charlie Knott on strike. Gives herself room, cuts it in the air. Has it cleared the fielders? Oh, it's a good effort. Good effort at covers. They'll pick up another couple of runs in Charlie Knott. Couple of runs to start the over. Still 64 needed from 29 balls. Still looks tricky, this equation. Charlie Knott has struggled, huffed and puffed and got her waist to such a position where she's gone in the air. This could be out. No, lands safely. Lands safely and another single for Charlie Knott. Charlie Knott has scored a runner ball, 27 runs. She's huffed and puffed, pushed and got herself to 27. And now Chinel Henry is back on strike. That's pulled down the ground in the air. One bounce to long on. And Henry picks up another single as well. Three more deliveries left in this over. Big hits needed now. And goes over the top, Charlie Knott. But one bounce to long on. And picks up another single. Just 5 runs from this over so far. Still 2 balls left. Chinel Henry back on strike. And that's a quicker ball. Henry goes for the drive and misses it. Dot ball. Valuable dot ball from Edgar. Last ball of the over. Ooh, goes for the big shot. Misses it. Another quicker ball from Edgar. Chinel Henry not able to get underneath the ball. So 5 runs came from that over and Brisbane Heat women are 112 for 4 after 16 overs, needing another 61 runs to win from the last 4 overs. So Sophie Devine is back into the attack now. 4 overs left, 61 needed. Here we go, Charlie Knott on strike, need big shots. Comes down the wicket in the air, clears the fielder at short third man and that races away for 4. That's a good start to the over for Brisbane Heat. Charlie Knott advanced down the wicket, got the edge, but she's picked up the boundary to start the over. It's full this time. Charlie Knott hits it in the air. Is there a fielder coming underneath it? Yes. Catch taken by Ainsworth down at long on. And eventually Charlie Knott's luck has run out. Couldn't get any timing all day today. Somehow was pushing and got herself to 32, but she's eventually been dismissed here. Didn't get the timing. It was in the slot to be hit, but Charlie Knott only got the height, didn't get the distance. A really good catch down at long on. And the 5th wicket goes down here for Brisbane Heat women. Sophie Devine picks up her 2nd wicket of the day. Charlie Knott is gone after scoring 32 runs from 30 balls. And Brisbane Heat women are 116 for 5 after 16.2 overs. So Georgia Redmayne is the new batter to the crease for Brisbane Heat women. 57 still needed from 22 balls. It's looking like a stiff equation. 3rd ball of the over coming up. Full toss from Sophie Devine. It's flicked away by Redmayne. Might have found the gap. Oh, good effort. Good fielding at deep mid wicket. And Redmayne gets off the mark with a couple of runs. It's full again. It's hit in the air, down the ground to long on. And another single for Redmayne. It's very strange actually. I think Redmayne could have opened the batting and Nadine de Klerk could have come in this kind of a situation, because Nadine de Klerk is more of a finisher. Redmayne is an opener. I don't know what kind of a strategy they adopted today, Brisbane Heat. Chanel Hendry goes down the ground. It's in the air. Long off. Clears long off. Goes through the hands. It's gone all the way for 6. Much needed 6 for Brisbane Heat. That was a catching opportunity though at long on, but it's gone through the hands of that fielder. And Hendry keeps it alive for Brisbane Heat somewhat with that 6. Last ball of the over. And that swung away again towards deep mid wicket. Will pick up another single to finish the over. 14 runs came from that over. And Brisbane Heat women are 126 for 5 after 17 overs. So the power surge has been taken. 3 overs left. 47 needed for the Brisbane Heat, with Chanel Hendry and Georgia Redmayne at the crease. Edgar is back into the attack now. Can we see a famous run chase today? Chanel Hendry is on strike. And it's a full delivery. Driven by Chanel Hendry straight to covers. Oh, chance of run out. Direct hit is there. Well, I think Redmayne has made it back. So a single to start the over. Well, the stumps were already broken before the ball arrived. I think Mooney broke the stumps with the gloves probably. So that's why it's not out. So not out it is. Georgia Redmayne is on strike. The decision will be not out. That's why no big celebrations from Beth Mooney, because she knew she had broke the stumps with her gloves. That's good sportsmanship spirit as well, shown by Mooney, not celebrating as though there was a wicket. Oh, Redmayne looks to swing big. And they are appealing for a stumping here. She was looking for the run as well. Mooney has broken the stumps this time around. They are appealing. We need to have a look at this now. They are celebrating here for Scorchers as if they have got the wicket. But you need to have a look at this. Has Redmayne made it back in time? No, she hasn't. She's going to be out. Mooney has taken the stumps off. Redmayne is short of her ground. So it will be another wicket here. And the Brisbane Heat are falling apart at the moment. They're not getting momentum in the innings. They're also losing wickets. Out it is. So Georgia Redmayne has to go now. I don't know whether that will be considered as a stumping or a run out. But whatever it is, Perth Scorchers have got the wicket. And this small partnership has been broken. I think it will mostly be considered as a run out because he was looking to run and then Mooney took the bails off. But nevertheless, Georgia Redmayne is gone after scoring a runner ball, 3 runs. And Brisbane Heat women are 127 for 6 after 17.2 overs. So Annie O'Neill is the new batter to the crease now for Brisbane Heat women. 4 more deliveries left in this over. 46 needed from the last 16 balls. Looking very hard at the moment. It's a full delivery, looking to flick it away. Doesn't go look for a run. It's a dot ball though from Edgar. And I think it's safe to say that Perth Scorchers are favourites to win this match here. Required run rate is nearing 20 and is looking very tough. Looks for a big shot, appeal for LBW. Not out is the decision. But more importantly, another dot ball. 46 needed from 14. Chanel Henry is off strike as well, not helping the cause. Swings leg side, gets it in the gap. That'll race away for 4. So Annie O'Neill gets off the mark with a boundary and provides just a glimmer of a hope to Brisbane Heat. Last ball of the over. It's pulled away. It's in the air and it's taken at deep mid wicket. So just what we were thinking. Annie O'Neill was on the aggressive route. She's found the field at deep mid wicket and Edgar finishes the over with another wicket here. It wasn't there to be hit, but I think it was not a bad shot at all. In fact, it was a really good shot attempted by Annie O'Neill, but a really good catch taken at deep mid wicket. So the misery continues. 7th wicket goes down for Brisbane Heat. Annie O'Neill departs after scoring a runner ball, 4 runs. And Brisbane Heat women are 131 for 7 after 18 overs. The Ginger is the new batter to the crease. Ainsworth is bowling the penultimate over. And it goes big straight away. Chanel Henry. And the catch is taken at long on, but she stepped onto the boundary, I think. So that will be 6 to start the over. They're going to have a look at that. The fielder at long on has stepped onto the boundary rope. It was a full toss. Beautifully hit by Chinel Henry. Yes, she stepped beyond the boundary. So a 6 to start the over from Chinel Henry. Is this game still alive for Brisbane Heat? I think they're checking for the waist high no ball as well, but the ball dipped, I think, so it won't be a no ball. It will be 6 for Henry and Brisbane Heat. Well, it's given as a no ball. Oh my goodness. No ball and a 6. No ball, 6, and a free hit delivery coming up here. Here comes the free hit delivery from Ainsworth. Goes again as Henry. Has she got the distance on this one? Yes, she has. Another 6 here. How a game can turn in a matter of 2 deliveries. You have to see this over. 6, no ball, 6, and now another 6. 13 runs from this over already. And still 5 balls left. 29 needed from 11. Is this gettable? And this time it's carved away straight to covers, and the catch is taken. And that's it, I think. Chinel Henry has carved it straight into the hands of covers. Ainsworth strikes back. And that's the biggest wicket possible for Perth Scorchers. That could be the match. Well, they're checking the front foot, no ball. Oh dear. Has she overstepped? Is there anything behind the line? Yes, I think there is some part of the foot behind the line. Some part of the foot is grounded behind the line, so it will be out. Really good catch by Schofield at covers. That could be the match, I think. They're still having a look, but I think the first point of landing, some part of the foot is behind the line, I think. So it is out. Chinel Henry is gone after scoring 39 runs from 23 balls. And Brisbane Heat women are 144 for 8 after 18.2 overs. So Nicola Hancock is the new batter to the crease now. 2 new batters at the crease for Brisbane Heat. 29 needed from 10 is gettable. Nicola Hancock is handy with the bat. 4 more deliveries left in this over. They need more 6s. Third ball of the over coming up from Ainsworth. Goes for the reverse. Gets it over third man. Will that go away for 4? It's racing away. Reaches the boundary. Nicola Hancock gets off the mark with a boundary. Now down to 25 from 9 balls for Brisbane Heat. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Full toss, inside edge. Oh, there's a chance of run out to the non-striker's end. And she's gone. What is happening here? Finger goes up from the umpire. Complete miscommunication again. They're losing wickets at the wrong time today. Brisbane Heat women. Sayana Ginger, without facing a ball, has been run out. She has been watching all this over, throughout this over from the non-striker's end. Complete miscommunication. There was not run in that, with the non-striker committed to the single. And the 9th wicket goes down here for Brisbane Heat. So Perth Scorchers are 1 wicket away from a victory here. Sayana Ginger is gone out without facing a ball for a duck run out. And the Brisbane Heat women are 148 for 9 after 18.4 overs. So Lucy Hamilton is a new batter to the crease, but Hancock is still on strike. And it's a full delivery, driven straight to covers. Another dot ball from Ainsworth. 25 needed from 7 now. They need a 6 here. The last ball of the over. Goes for the scoop, doesn't make connection. Another dot ball to finish the over. But still 17 runs came from that over, including 2 wickets. Brisbane Heat women are still 148 for 9 after 19 overs, needing 25 to win from the last over. So Lily Mills will be bowling the last over. Brisbane Heat basically need 4 sixes. Lucy Hamilton, the new batter, is on strike, the last batter to the crease. Oh, looks to go big, inside edge, it's past short fine leg, short fine leg gets there. Lucy Hamilton picks up the single, coming back for the second in fact. And they're directed at the non-striker's end. Everything happening. The umpire is going upstairs to have a look at this. Is this the game for Perth Scorchers? This could be game over right here if this is out. Well, I think they know it. Perth Scorchers are already celebrating like they have won this match. Yes, she's gone by a mile. So that's the game. Perth Scorchers women will get their first win today. Direct hit has seen the end of Hancock. Was looking to pick up a couple of runs there, which I don't think was needed because Hancock is a much better hitter compared to Lucy Hamilton, but still they were pushing for 2. So decision pending, it will be out for sure. Yes, it is out. And that is it. Perth Scorchers women have won this match by 24 runs. And they pick up their first win in the Women's Big Bash League 2025. They lost their previous match against Sydney Sixers in a one-sided manner. They couldn't even compete, couldn't even fight in that match. But today they have put on a much better performance. Put on 172 runs on the board. And then they have defended it in style, winning this match by 23 runs, bowling out Brisbane Heat for 149 runs. A comprehensive win in the end, although Brisbane Heat kept on fighting till the end, but unfortunately it was always too much to do. The required run rate was always 16, 17, 18. It was always climbing higher. And that pressure was too much actually for Brisbane Heat, and that is why they couldn't get over the line today. So Brisbane Heat women still remain winless in this tournament. They lost their first match against Melbourne Renegades. Obviously, rain interrupted that match and Melbourne Renegades won it by Duckworth Lewis. And again today, not able to chase down 173 runs. They won the toss, elected to bowl first actually, Brisbane Heat. But they were a little sloppy in the field, dropped too many catches. And that is what allowed Beth Mooney to complete her century today. And 173 was always going to be a tough target. It's always a tough target in women's cricket. In women's T20 cricket, anything above 170 is a winning total. And I think that is, and it got proved today as well. Obviously, Brisbane Heat is still a long tournament to go. They can still look to make a comeback in the remaining matches. These kind of losses happen. But Perth Scorchers women can be happy that they have finally gotten off the mark. They have bounced back after a massive defeat against Sydney Sixers. And they also register a win in the Women's Big Bash League 2025. A comprehensive win for Perth Scorchers women. They have won by 23 runs against Brisbane Heat in Brisbane. And winning against a team away from home always gives a special satisfaction. And I think Perth Scorchers women will get that satisfaction today. If you look at the bowling of Perth Scorchers women, Chloe Ainsworth picked up 2 for 34 in her 4 overs. Sophie Devine picked up 2 for 32 in her 3 overs. Edgar bowled really well, 1 for 19 in her 4 overs. A pick of the bowlers for sure. And that is what helped Perth Scorchers bowl out Brisbane Heat for 149 today. So this is the match summary as well. Hoskin also picked up 1 for 26 in her 3 overs. Every bowler bowled well for Perth Scorchers. They kept the pressure on. And that is why Brisbane Heat succumbed to that pressure. And a comprehensive win for Perth Scorchers women by 23 runs. So look at the wickets. Run out is the second most run outs probably for Brisbane Heat in that innings. There's plenty of extras have been bowled as well. So good game of cricket today. Comprehensive win for Perth Scorchers. They register their first win in Women's Big Bash League 2025 by winning this match by 23 runs against Brisbane Heat. So we'll be back again to cover more matches in our channel. Until we come back again, take care guys, cheers and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.